Happy Sunday, Fun Day Daily family. As promised, I am giving you a 9-week bump date. I didn't write anything down just because I feel like I'm not experiencing too much different from what I've talked about in Vlogmas and whatnot. So I'm gonna start. I am 9 weeks, 4 days today, and my bump is still kind of like obviously just bloat, and it comes and it goes depending on the day. So some bump dates I'll have a bump, a baby bump, a bloat bump, and then other days I'll just have like what I normally have there. Today is kind of like a bloated bump, and I have to tie, like I can't clasp my jeans button, so I put a hair tie through. But I'm still able to fit into all of my normal clothes, which is great because I think this time, my last pregnancy, I believe I was already in maternity jeans. I tend to gain water weight really quickly. I tend to hold weight when I gain weight, and I think that's just my PCOS, like a product of PCOS. My body deals with that, is gaining and holding weight quickly. I was experiencing not extreme nausea, but nausea all day. So it wasn't just morning sickness, it was like all day sickness. And that phase has kind of passed already, so I'm really thankful for that. Sometimes in the morning I'm still a little bit nauseated, but nothing like it was a couple weeks ago, and it kind of dissipates after I have breakfast. So it's no longer like an all-day thing, which is also fantastic. I'm not as fatigued as I was, and that the fatigue and the nausea were kind of hand in hand, and that was just like a few weeks ago, and it lasted, you know, a few weeks, but that has kind of gone away. I'm still tired, but not more than I normally am with a toddler running around. And the fact that I was on vacation this past week and I was able to sleep in a little bit more, get ready at a slower pace, I think I kind of got more rest than I'm used to, so maybe that has something to do with it. But I do feel less fatigued than I was just a week ago. I think that with the creation of the placenta now taking over the hormone production rather than my own body, my ovaries, I think that I've definitely felt that decrease in just my hormones raging. I think definitely my chest has gotten bigger, not like tremendously, but definitely something that I've noticed. At the beginning, my breasts were really tender and sore. That has kind of gone away a little bit, although I am noticing that my skin pigment is changing, and like up here it looks like I have a tan, or that I just put bronzer places, but that's just my skin pigment, and it looks like I have like a nice glow. Sometimes if I don't like blend my foundation really well, it does look splotchy, but I'm noticing that. I have noticed that I think I am getting the linea nigra already, and that is the dark line that you see on most pregnant women that goes from their pubic bone up to their navel, and sometimes it goes beyond their navel. Mine with Grayson actually went to like mid-chest. It ended like right here. So I had an extremely dark line that went from my pubic bone all the way to the middle of my breasts. So it got darker from the bottom, and then it was kind of like a thermometer, like you're done. And that's how I kind of like joked about it. But when like after pregnancy, it kind of dissipated slowly back down, and I don't think it ever fully went away after Grayson. It was still a little, like I could tell that there was still a slightly dark darker than my other skin around the area. It was slightly dark, just a little bit, just a little line down by my pubic area. And I think that because it never fully went away, I think that with my skin pigment changing, I think that it darkened that area up a little bit. And because it was already slightly there, I think it just made it darker. So that's why I'm noticing it earlier on. I'm also getting acne, and you can kind of see it's like all along my chin here. And then I'm also getting it up by my temples. This one's a big one. And then I have one right here. So definitely getting like around the outer perimeter of my face, I'm getting acne. With Grayson, I actually got acne all along my shoulders and on my back. I really hope that doesn't happen this time around because I live in Florida, and as soon as this cold snap passes, I want to be in tank tops and I want to be in t-shirts, and I'm going to be my biggest in the summertime. And I was just really like, I just felt really uncomfortable in my own body my last pregnancy due to the fact that like I just had acne everywhere and it was bad. I noticed that I have started losing more hair than I'm used to. I thought that hair loss was kind of after birth, and I did experience a lot of hair loss with Grayson, but I thought that during pregnancy your hair kind of tends to be thicker and fuller and more healthy, and then once you give birth and your hormones kind of level out, that's when you lose the hair. But I have been noticing that I've been losing hair in this pregnancy. But I also think that it is growing faster, so there's that. And I almost have mermaid hair, like it's close. A couple more inches and I'll have mermaid hair. What else? Cravings. Okay, so I have been having actually a lot of cravings, and they only last for several hours to a few days. After that, the craving has passed and I am on to something else. I do tend to notice that I crave salty, like salty foods. So peanut butter, pickles, salt and vinegar chips, Pringles. I'm trying to limit that because like I said, I am not gaining 75 pounds this pregnancy. Been there, done that. I'm not doing it again. But when I do want something sweet, I will reach for a piece of fruit. I will reach for a smoothie and whatnot. I am trying to keep my main meals relatively healthy. Like in the morning, I'll have oatmeal with, you know, my regular oatmeal. For lunches, I'll have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I know it's not the like healthiest thing, but peanut butter is a healthy fat. It's a nut. And then I have like whole grain loaded with seeds and nuts bread, and that's something that I would normally have even if I weren't pregnant. So, and then for dinners, I'll have like a regular, like a burrito bowl or a loaded sweet potato or homemade vegan pizza or something like that. So I'm keeping my main meals kind of similar to what I would eat normally, and then kind of the snacks, a little grazing I do throughout the day is kind of to satisfy my cravings. Let's do a bump date. Let's show you the bump. See, I have to put a little hair elastic on my pants. This is me not sucking in. So when I do try to suck in, this doesn't go away. Up here goes away, this does not. Not sucking in anymore. It's uncomfortable. Alright guys, so that is it for my baby daily number 2, bump date week 9. I hope that you all have a fabulous weekend, and I will talk to you later. Bye. So in addition to my bump date, I wanted to do the chalkboard. So I'm gonna start chalkboarding every week now. It's week 9 and I wanted to update the chalkboard. So here is the board. That's the board, and I'm going to erase it. Almost, I think, like 19 months this has been up. All right, clean blank slate. I'm gonna start doing a chalkboard, and I'm just gonna kind of wing it because I don't know what I want to put there yet. I got 2 different types of markers. I got these color markers, they're chalk markers, and then I got sidewalk chalk because it came in a bunch of different colors.